Hi everyone. This is an ad for the channel, and it'd be most annoying if you were told that this video would only play after other third-party ads. Yeah. It's a murky day here at Lynham. Thanks for the support and all of those who've been watching the channel thus far. My hope is that it has been thought-evoking. And that you can all come together as individuals and think. Because like they say on The Life of Brian, you're all individuals. To which the crowd says, yes, we are all individuals. Okay. Hello, and thanks for watching that ad. The segments on this channel and the channel as you nominate in general. I wanted to give my feedback commentary on the series John Safran vs. God, which is what followed John Safran's music Jamboree. Now, what I submit to you is that throughout its many segments and many a different world's religion is explored, even its rituals are partaken in, whether he's drinking peyote or sacrificing a goat amongst a voodoo tribe. What you can see going on from the start is that, and he's moving from a Jewish background, he's gone to Jewish religious school. Is Safran effectively going, well, he leaves. I mean, you've got that his background initially is Jewish, and that at least scripture wise, what's in Jewish holy books is in the Bible. Uh, but you've got things like his intro credits, his citing Revelation, saying the beast will be let out upon the earth, and he's using it in a spoof kind of like satirical context, because he posits himself then emerging out of hell onto the surface of the earth. Um, and you have, see, because what's astounding, well, you also have that as he goes about exploring all the different religions, um, what goes on with Safran and Bob Larson, the Christian minister over in the States, can only be considered ideologically consolidative, because it's not like he goes to see the Haitians and say how many severed ghost testicles make up for the peyote that I once drunk out in the desert from a cactus plant, and enough to hear their opinion and go, well, if you drank peyote, we forbid that, so you should sacrifice 10 or 12 goats at least. You don't hear any back and forth like that. And while even Satanists like Zena LaVey have quite easily, I think, handled and debated and debunked Pastor Bob Larson, he nonetheless manages to arrange and initiate the proceedings of a demonic exorcism ritual designed to rid John Safran of all demons. But so what you see John Safran doing is bringing to Bob Larson, so he's filling out his form, going, so you drank peyote, you sacrificed a goat with some voodoo people, you went and saw this Catholic, you and he's getting a collection from it, and he's telling him what, in terms of demons, all of these dealings with alternative religions would amount to and would have caused for him in terms of accumulated demons or demonic points, if you like. Now that's already framed well within Christianity, and so it's almost as if there were deep down an interest in specifically Christianity as what ultimately Judaism must answer to. It's like he has a bias that way, or else one would think he would have more defenses up. It's hard to see him just being confused by the fact that there might be demonism in the mythological background of both Judaism and Christianity, for instance. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, were it the case that members of any one of the religions that he peruses amongst his journey got gang up, threatening, intimidating, then, being an Australian, I can definitely sympathize there. And I go, okay. My question is was John to his own mind on a quest for the truth, because he sort of frames the issue from the start in the sense that it's by a mockery of Christian themes. Although granted, you might argue, no, the Jews don't acknowledge books like Revelation, so the citation of Revelations talking about Satan being allowed to come and walk up upon the earth is something that an adherent to Judaism wouldn't believe. But we find nonetheless the series ends with a conversion to Christianity, and then he goes on to do more progressive radio work with Father Bob, the who I think was the Catholic priest he meets. Now, what? Yeah. In order to give all the religions that you're examining a journalistic lack of bias, is to not wind up at the final religion in production and say, okay, I've explored 14 religions. How many lots of four? Is it only one demon per religion that wasn't your religion? Have I only got 14 demons, or are there more? And he fills out the checklist for Bob Larson. It's Nicholas Schreck and Zena LeVay of the Church of Satan, progressively, particularly in more modern, compared to which modern I can mean a few decades back than earlier than that, when they were talking about anthropomorphic demonology, instead of Satan as an archetypal or iconoclast symbol for the outsider or the outcast, or the one to take an opposing perspective or point of view. Once again, as is what I appreciate about Eastern God Talk and Professor Einstein's God Talk, and many of the Eastern religions, Zen Buddhism, mystics, Episcopalian Bishop Spong, various mystics and existentialists, for whom God is more about the concept of being itself, rather than Karen Armstrong, another one, rather than a being who is like a tyrant dictator separate from the individual. How I miss my DVD collection. Yeah, extortion early last decade, and having to sell off many a possession was not something I enjoyed. In any case, yeah. So that my criticism is that as a journo, he should know what he knows what a hard pressed interview is. Safran. He knows what I guess. Yeah. Sorry. He knows what doing a good cynical or critical interview is. So it's gestural of favor to New Testament Christianity. And as a Jew, as someone from a Jewish background, he should understand that distinction all too well. But you've got at the opening and closing credits, including him saying, until next episode, go to hell, and then it continues to play play on and pander to that Revelations quote. Now, yeah. Now, so what I think is that he sort of lined himself up, um, because, well, he talks throughout about being out to find which religion is true, but the first way you would address that is unless he's got a critical method, it's going to be the one that is able to give some consolidative account for the effects of all the other religions he explores along the way. And that's not something that he even seems to leave open in his lines of questioning to uh, to others who he talks to. The Zen Buddhist temple where they're meditating and whacking each other on the back with sticks. He doesn't say like, "Are you aware this was done in Catholic schools, but that it then was stopped on on child abuse uh, argumentative grounds, or even on the grounds that it throws off concentration rather than hones it. What do you think of that? What does your religion think of that? You don't see him taking the concepts from any one religion and showing it to another until he gets to Christianity. And it's once he gets to Christianity that he then meets Bob Larson. That Bob Larson then gets him to disclose on a list in full how many different religions he's been to, in order to give him like a demonological feedback summary and say, well, our position is that you have accrued X many demons from X many different religions. We propose a mass exorcism right now. And then you see John Safran begin to give in to what I think is a psychological effect, just as recognizing epilepsy and epileptic fits as demons, as all demonic possessions were mistakes in past centuries. So, um, yeah, that's essentially my position. Is that, without the fairness, the journalistic fairness of saying, well, I'm on the search for one true one, which is one true religion, as and not disclosing all his findings to every religion he deals with along his travels, but then disclosing it all to Christianity, when Christianity is the one that is most familiar, um, with the one he was raised with, and then he winds up. So yeah, cumulatively throughout the documentary series, the combined effect of him making a joke out of the religion that just happens to be a small step from, well, a testament step from the religion that was part of his background growing up. Plus, its themes being integrated for entertainment purposes in the opening and closing credits of the series. Plus, him planning to go and seek the consultation with a Christian demonic exorcist as his final stop, um, to whom, it would be hard to say that this was merely an editing deal, because we know he goes on to work with Father Bob later, and that's showing that his conversion to Christianity after the demonic possession was a sincere one on his part. Um, B, because you have him giving disclosure of all the religions that he had hitherto throughout the series gone and visited, while on the search for one true religion. And yeah, and asking for feedback from this demonic exorcist, in terms of how many demons did I collect, like their Pokemon, like their meta Pokemon, and yeah, and then the demonic exorcist goes, well, yeah, you've got a lot of demons. We'll get him out. He gave, yeah, both by his sense of humor, his sense, the question mark of progression between the religion he grew up with, and you know, is he being biased towards it by being biased against it because of that small step between Judaism and Christianity in principle, or was it without a second thought that he consulted a Christian demonic exorciser last and at the end of the documentary? It'd be tricky, but what I think he did was all the different senses in which he addressed Christian themes. You know, until next week, go to hell, or Revelations 20. Satan shall unleash himself upon the earth, and you've got John there with his glasses, getting up. So I think it's a good documentary. It's just that you can see that what he sort of does is he gives the negotiative monopoly, plonks it right in the hands of Bob Larson and his demon exercising crew, which yeah, for me it is absolutely Christianity. I don't trust, my background, so was in Christianity until my teens. I can't be, yeah, I'm not, I love philosophy to this day, but it can't be said that I'm an idealist and a pacifist, but I read philosophy not out of any intention to subscribe to one that can be said to have a cause, or be an activist group. My choice has been to be avoidant of those. In that sense, atheism. He also I argue Safran misrepresents atheism. It's not required to explain the Big Bang in order to be an atheist. Atheism is a religion like off is a TV. Like off, atheism is a religion like off is a TV station, or abstinence a sex position. Yeah, it's about the lack of theism, being without theism. Positive arguments to say that stipulate, well, we shall argue that there are that no gods exist. They aren't backed by dispatched door knocking, or a church of atheism. You know, all one atheist and another atheist need to have in common to both be atheist is a lack of theism, not any particular kind of grudge against theism for it. If that helps you to understand the distinction that I'm trying to convey. But yeah, yes, thank you for your time. Have a good day. Hi everyone. This is an ad for the channel, and it'd be most annoying if you were told that this video would only play after other third-party ads. Yeah. It's a murky day here at Lynham. Thanks for the support and all of those who've been watching the channel thus far. My hope is that it has been thought-evoking. And that you can all come together as individuals and think. Because like they say on The Life of Brian, you're all individuals. To which the crowd says, yes, we are all individuals. Okay.